Domestic violence, is that part of our culture?
I feel like it is.
Child abuse, is it part of our culture?
At this point. It's happening on
Yeah,
a regular...
Alcohol abuse, is it part of our culture?
Yes!
Die komende tijd ook importante that people should go out and vote.
A mí se dice gente, pues, portar no también con política, pero política también con todo día. De en Raiz, tiene gente mané, sí, eso no puedo controlar mi chada, no puedo controlar el mundo. Damn right. Vos lo queremos, me dice, vos puedo hacer elección en Aruba, por 3 de cada 10 votos, 30% of all the votes, está misplaced.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Várias coisas que nós temos que cambiar. É prometa transparência. I believe in lifelong learning. Universidade tem o Center for Lifelong Learning, which I think is a great initiative.
What would happen if you don't vote?
To not even vote, like, what's up, be part of it. It's almost a responsibility. That's your influence in how
Not
your country
almost a responsibility.
develops.
It's fully a responsibility.
It is.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Guys, welcome to ABC Island's favorite podcast, No Filter. This is why I like these new things. I cannot grab it like this. No Filter in Paradise, a show about ABC Island's favorite podcast, a show about anything and everything between two friends. One is straight, the other.
The baddest bitch you've ever met in your life, baby.
And that's why a lot of politicians are scared to come on this show because
Too bad. Then
scared
you're
them-
not ready
scared
for
them away.
this. Then you're not ready for this.
They text me, hey, pero bumbisa shark, see, anything mas suave.
You know how many, they come to the radio, they come everywhere. They're like, ain't no, but I'm like, if you're not ready for this, then I feel like this is not the
I
lane
tell them
for
all
you.
the same thing. Tiene the experiencia, 2 años pasados, me ibas a Shark un vieja, go easy on this one specific guest. I have never seen Shark say so many little words. Like, hey, Shark, ¿te pregunta? No, I'm okay. Bitch, we're here for an hour. Like, say something.
I mean, don't tell me not to ask questions. What is wrong with you?
Exactly. I kind of learned that too, like in some episodes ago when I said, hey, let's take it easy with the follow-up questions.
I was just waiting.
I know. I was like, shit. People are like, Shark, what's Shark's energy? I'm like, I fucked up by saying don't do many follow-ups, and he actually listened. So,
I was
anyways,
waiting. Let's go.
ladies and gentlemen, today we have another guest. You've already seen it on the thumbnail. You already know who he is. Actually, a lot of people know him, but don't really know what he does. So today we're going to discover some shit. And I'm going to try to curse less and less every episode. I am sorry. As I'm editing these things, I cringe like, fuck.
Damn, Samia.
I just did it again. Anyways, today we... Me te hope you sorry, pero es importante butcher your last name. Carlos Guiamo?
Guimo.
See, this is why I didn't want to do it. Guimo. All right.
It was close.
It was it?
You represent other people that probably would have butchered it
Thank
as well.
you.
So you're good.
You know how I feel, all right? Thank you. Why you looking at somebody over there?
Like, wait, who you talking
who
to?
are you talking to? The wall. Guys, today we have Carlos Guiamo. Carlos, welcome to the show. Danki por tiempo.
Danki Samir, Danki Shark. Thanks for having me here.
Well, we're going to have some fun today. Remember, no es un political show, just chill. We're having a conversation. We're going to learn who you are, what you do. We're going to talk about different things about voting and politics and yada, yada, yada. Guys, I'm tired of saying the same shit all the time. No es un political show. So from now on, I'm going to put something down here.
Please, because it's...
I know, it's
yeah,
going to
we're
pop
sick
up.
of
Just
it.
read this segment, and that's who we are right here. Thank you. All right, so nós temos icebreaker. Nós temos a show. Nós temos 3 segmentos. Icebreaker.
Okay.
Nós temos 2 other segments with questions sent by A.T.A. A.T.A. That's what God,
He's like, oh gosh.
Damn. Not the questions. So yeah, nós temos 300. We're going to have some fun with it. Hoping nós perguntam com os fans Santa Amanda.
Great.
DMs, even emails. Like, hey, pregunta para tal persona. I'm like, oh shit.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So we're going to start off a little bit easy, some fun. Would you consider yourself to be a morning or night person?
Night person.
I was hoping you'd say morning. Why?
Come alive at the night time.
Said it.
Really?
Same.
See, Timbia, mornings are good. Don't get me wrong. Mornings are good.
I love mornings.
But I get bo coffee, vooral si botin bo tempo. It's good. Después, afternoon, I see por time to get this dip. Pero anoche, it's like new energy, man.
I fully agree
New
with you.
energy, Timbia. Like the most and best work I've done uninterrupted
Really?
Same.
at night.
I'm the same. This is why the studio
At
in the
night.
back, meeting is set up for manera anoche, like super dim light. So I trick my brain, like, oh, it's like 9 p.m. And I'm just like, I'm crushing. And then I walk out and say like,
That's crazy. I love a good morning.
I try.
I accomplish everything in the morning. I'm like, okay, now my nights are for me. I can do whatever I want to.
And I feel like I'm reversed. I crush everything at night, so when I can sleep in a little, everything at night.
Was eerder wat bedroom is sabiendo ko.
Correct.
It's done. But get things done.
But there's so much other things you could have done with your family or your friends and like social.
No, I put the kids to sleep and then I get to work.
Okay.
Oh.
How many kids you got?
2 kids.
No, he active.
Yeah.
Okay, put the kids
are
to sleep.
expensive.
See.
We asked all about Naturo. So put like, hey, well, like, can you the car? Sound, especially like it's hella expensive. I don't got kids, so I don't know.
It is. Pero no, se meeting you hamba di 4 años y mucho more di 1 año.
Oh, nice, congrats.
Tu dosta December nanta si 5 y 2 años.
Oh, but y'all planned it. Y'all have a time. Like, what's the anniversary date? Like, y'all be doing something at a specific time.
December que tal? Não tá caindo de outro?
Sí, é 23, 27.
It's either they do it for somebody's birthday
They're smart.
The 23, Pasco, 27.
It's smart because now the manera regalo para Pasco, no. Regalo for both your birthdays on Christmas Day. So, very
fiesta
smart.
done,
In fiesta done. Christmas party. By the way, the whole family is coming, so it ain't
about
you.
Like everybody's party.
Sorry, eu tenho que 5 anos, like, pá, sério?
Yeah, they're gonna be over it.
But mention that, gusto coffee of tea.
Both.
You have to pick one though. It's a this or that situation.
I wanna know this for sure.
Coffee.
Oh,
good. Then, sometimes I have questions. I hope you say one because the next question is a follow-up question. So you already messed up the first one. So I will go to coffee. We'll pay for the pasa. Island grind of Santos.
Santos.
Let's go.
shut up.
By the way,
Shout out to Santos.
Yeah. They're croissants.
Genesis. Like, I even know.
Oh, wow,
some,
you're a vasta client.
Honestly, I'm a client the Island grind, but they kept switching their shit a little bit. I'm like, the coffee tastes different now. They used to have bomb-ass pastiche. They don't even have it anymore. So now I come, but they're croissant with egg, ham, and cheese? Bro.
One of my go-tos, the croissant, egg, and cheese timbia with the bacon.
That's what I got this morning. Dude, it's amazing. And they're fast, like fucking Wendy's, like drive-through. Super awesome. Pastiche croquette.
Croquette.
Com mostra ou sem mostra?
Com mustard.
Bom, você amigo rock aqui na que vem sem
Yeah,
mostra.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
What kind of music do you like?
Hello. Quanto tempo nos tinga?
No,
I love music.
Give me a genre.
Like music. No, but
It doesn't matter. You just love the element of music.
Let me tell you how it started.
Yeah.
Me dat young, me dat escucha hip hop. Me escucha hip hop na casa, me dat pon song, mané.
Mama trabi go.
Coolio, Gangsters Paradise. Anto mi tata tabi sa amin. Wacht even. Ito by Chaksu Records.
No way.
Ito koi Pastime Paradise di Stevie Wonder. Let me hear the original.
Stop.
Was that like play something and they go, hey, sa kita Otis Redding. Correct? Like I'm escucha.
Otis.
Like just know where it came from.
The Chiquito, ito mané. Hip hop. I hear the soul. Me gusta like zouk compa. I have a different way of listening to music. Mané mi escucho un cantica. Like, okay, boom. Oh, nice. Was that a good groove? Hear it the second time. I'm just listening to the chord progressions. Oh, nice change, nice switch.
So
Hear it the third time.
You go more
bass
detailed.
line.
Yeah.
Let's check out the bass line. Next time, hey, kiko guitarra das. Dale headphones awo.
Yeah.
Different experience, but I hear the mixing. Kiko the left, kiko the like. For me, music.
It goes deeper than just like.
I respect that so much because. Like, every time an artist drops a new album, especially Nicki Minaj, she always says, "Pascuche headphones the first time."
Okay.
Just so you can hear the instruments of how everything goes, the left, the right, all of this. Come on.
Appreciate all the creativity.
Every single thing.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Come through, Mr. Carlos.
On this day right now, who's your favorite artist? You gotta pick one. Don't give me a list. You gotta pick one.
Bossa, lately me tá escuchando basta Burna Boy.
Oh,
okay.
What?
Nice.
Who are you?
I think I'm gonna
Carlos Guiamo.
tested, approved, and trusted. But the thing is, like Shark, for real. a combination die een saxophone
I haven't heard it,
on
so I
that
wouldn't know.
type of
That
beat.
is my favorite song. I play this on the radio almost every day.
Is it a new song or it's been?
It's
a while?
from his album, his
I have
latest
no idea.
album,
I
which
knew
was
that
like, I
part
think he
of
dropped
it.
it last
That new, I
year.
think.
He dropped the
Yeah,
album
it's not
last year,
that new,
December, I
bro.
think.
Okay.
But
It's still good.
that's my favorite. I play that. I feel like it's so sexy. It's a sexy song. Tested, approved, and trusted. Hey! I love that song so much. It's crazy. Shout out to Sue because they be requesting the song.
All right.
Okay, let's continue.
Give me those months and then we can get to the real.
No problem.
Like
Yeah,
Chuck
let's
says, the
swag.
nitty
Let's
gritty.
swag.
Okay, boy.
All right. So you have to choose. I'm gonna give you 3 options. You have to choose one.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj, Rihanna,
Who? Oh God.
or neither.
Rihanna.
Okay. I was like, look over here. Look at me. It's the top favorite artist.
You were fucked up for that one. I'm sorry.
No,
that's
the
horrible.
coffee and the croissant. Getting
That's
inspiration.
horrible. But
Okay,
at least
Rihanna?
you still picked good. That's
Okay.
good.
No, Rihanna is cool. But kita mi gusto DJ, the growth. Bokoi su first albums. Until later, like the vocals, was it once ela dal there's the soul song and the
Carlos, I think
Ete.
you've done your homework and you're just trying to score some points with Shark Awoki.
Serio?
Because it's a guy like okay, you're on his good side. So the best part of the so you might
Ata
go easy.
magerelo kis Nicki Minaj. Like kayo pa biko di Nicki Minaj.
They're both my
What
girls.
was
That's
that?
why I was like, why would he choose both of the girls?
Yeah,
At least kiss only nang.
Okay.
Not
okay.
two of my top Caribbean baddies. Like, what?
Our last one. Como lo rate de 1 pa 10 Ursel como un gamer?
Ooh.
Me no ayagi wag
No?
game.
Kijk je about Twitch, hoe gaan de Fortnite?
Misa.
Smart see, kwento ko campaign online with the young voters, very smart. So I don't know if it sucks or not.
Of my volk see dus misa ko eko collega na ayagi bay. And I listen, but like I let it play. I listen, but me not to actually
Like pay attention
Watch
why he
it
goes.
play it.
Yeah. Well,
I think I did hear like that to bisa ko di he won of.
I said,
I do some bad as he won. I think he's good, pero me no ayagi actually watch the gaming.
No, a TikTok. He posted something on TikTok of him playing, of him winning first place. I was like, what the fuck? How did you win first place? Like, I don't know who you're playing against.
He got
but
time. He got time.
I know. But he's answering questions while he's playing,
So-
which is dope. Very smart of Ursula. All right, cool. Let's jump into a little bit.
Let's go.
Guys, by the way, shout out to ProFrame. Wat sponsor deze segment A. Ons icebreaker. Si mo bentahan ng comporta mo, by the way?
ProFrame,
Okay.
aparentemente.
Okay. Okay, clip it. Bisa itong endorse na. No, oiga. Well, okay, manima bisa natin pang hupi hene da sinti porta conoce Carlos ao sabe Carlos, pero nós aqui o Carlos hasi exactamente.
Okay.
So, when the primeira pergunta que nós temos para Carlos, tá mais maneira, a little bit personal, a little bit more like
Sam, get to the question.
Okay, I'm
I think he
sorry.
understands.
Kita Carlos' main job or title. So, setang pergunta. 'Cause I'm not even gonna, except for being like a rapper back in the day.
Hey.
I remember that. Remember that?
That's true. That's
See,
true.
so, hope you sa Kio Carlos. So, what exactly do you do? Like, break it down for us.
Okay, bom. Die profession met een wetgevingsjurist. Jurist legislativo. Basically, é certo bota skibilijnen. Anto bota guia full processo legislativo. Dus we governo que não lei de batal cos, bota traje lei, eta bij raad van advies, bota contestar raad van advies, adapteren bij parlamento, they ask questions, bota contestar perguntas, minister bij parlamento, bota bij kunang, you the full processo para chegar a uma lei. Actualmente, met ter beschikking naar bureau de minister Arends. Het Ministerio de Transporte, Integridade, Naturaleza e Assunto de Adulto Maior. Então, aí não mita consejero tanto legal, pero riba assunto na de manejo também. E den Raiz mes, para ver minha experiência também, mita aconselhar em geral também, partido e parlamentário, não?
Dus diferente gente a fodi Raiz, staan we op dat manier.
Não, dus parlamentário de Raiz, pero
Raiz.
in general, a mim atraja com político na across the board.
Okay. That's good. That means you're a team
Damn.
player. No, doesn't matter like which party you're like a team player.
Você diz que
Op bienestar de Aruba, zeg maar.
Sim, você, mané, mino atraja, nunca mino siento que me atraja para ministro, bota atraja para Aruba.
Correcto.
Vou por leidinggevende, vou por diretor, etc. Pero como ambtenaar, you should have
There's
in
a
mind,
job to do.
Wat rapa na, wat rapa Aruba. But dus whatever the differences may be, it actually do she or that bo, no, was or but I feel something good happening.
Yeah.
Ato ting diferente politico que bota querer usually
What is
like nosotros ni de linha, pero it's actually a good feeling. Ora we hende te align man, like this how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's getting the recognition from someone who you thought would be against you, of contra grupo. Like, hey, good job on that legislation, or good job on this.
No, yeah, wat ik denk, politica zie it's very opportunistic, no? Dus misata aan because see next day na tayong opportunity pa
Jab.
jab, they will do it again.
Yeah.
Pero that shouldn't stop you.
It
I
really
mean,
shouldn't.
it's kind of like what you signed up for too. Politics ain't easy. Like, what the síndico will be the cambio drástico para Vigo, para drinda el mundo de política?
Drástico? No, it's what you let get to you. Want I'm not drinda politica, but so me gusta politica. So timbiami te papi ko politico nang, anto bota mane basta kung bien pa join, no nang ke bira minister. Basta of they like politics.
Like, why? Like,
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
I mean, they're like, sí, pero like, what's the purpose of kitabo purpose? And some don't even have it. Na just na lanta ding, na gusta na kibira minister. I mean, no, matraha din gobyerno fe 2019, pero may kasi mastudia lei constitucional, things like that, comparar diferente país ng com outro. E minha experiência din gobyerno to show me that this system is not functioning as it should at all. And I want to change some things. I want to see things change. So that's the purpose. Our politics is just how you get there. Pero politics is not the purpose. And to people stay focused, riba, the actual purpose, bota cancel out the noise.
Yeah.
Bota cancel out. Nanta ba throw shade, nanta ba atacabo, nanta create false narratives. Pero just focus on what you got to do, on what the purpose is, and to not be affectable that much.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Kikota a diferencia más grande kubawak from last election and like the full gobernación to now?
A gobernación?
Yeah, like so all that you've seen, like from the changes kubawak from before the last election to this election now.
Bom, comecei a trabalhar na Mayoria back foi Holanda na 2018. Mas comecei a trabalhar no governo na 2019.
Pero make it see about Holanda all that time?
Sim.
Okay.
Me dá que bem back in si like
Vacancy,
every
family.
year.
Yeah.
Amigo bom amigo de me even had this website. The Aruban politics. Like seriously, like I mean like see like ora parlamentario na by Holanda kukos, nós tá interviewing them, talking to them.
Oh, yeah,
Being like I was
let's go.
always is me data volge tot en met. Pero botega kinam bota tra den gobyerno anto. Basta slowly bota wako like we have a system, there are checks and balances, pero they get undermined completely. They just get undermined. Anto a woman wake even a bit closer, promita dat na directie wetgeving en juridische zaken. Ao met het den coalitie, met op den parlamento, den coalitie, anto but I actually see how the system works now across the board. But on paper how it's supposed to work, but it's being completely undermined.
What's causing is say it's not getting translated, man, it is supposed to be on paper. Why is that breakdown kuta causing that's not happening?
It's the traditional political culture kuno sting na Aruba. Basically, boting partido ng politico ng traditional ku take away the power from the people and to pull it towards the parties. Anto bijvoorbeeld, nós temos the checks and balances di parlamento tingo controla gobyerno. But we all know how that goes. Hobby biya politico ng com mais voto, tabira minister, parlamentário ng tatuma ng lugar ng parlamento, anto nata depende di mesmo minister ng ay panang posisyon, panang lugar di balista next time, panang futuro politico.
So now they're not holding who they're supposed to hold accountable.
No, anto lo que nos tinha vota, it's optional. Mane, den Raiz, timbia gente mane, si Ursel no po controlar minchada, no po controlar no, damn right. But that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Everybody has a right to their
we
own
have a
opinion.
different dynamic.
Yeah.
Outro partido, não da mané. Na nota ni passo moção, se líder de partido não clear it.
That's crazy.
So now it's optional. Anto PC, I like to focus on the system. But so no system that too vulnerable for being undermined. So we need to change the system.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you, what the high minister in those tipos de eleksyon kung ng gobyerno
Definitely.
parlamento.
Ooh, that's so good.
Like,
Definitely. Mita kere ko esa ita unje kosan ko tingo tumaluga.
Hindi
Basta
kami
ayora
zero
ay.
kung stami.
Sino ayora ay buting basta parlamento ta turhende ng parlamento ta carry their own weight. E plus abo como voter to get more influence. Basta you can vote more often. Milo hasta hasie alternately, dus si anya aqui tem eleksyon para parlamento, milo pone 2 anos después para gobierno, dus midterm di para votar pe otro, uno por left make otro más.
Similar in America.
I like
Isn't
that.
America similar like that? I think like every 2 years another like voting para Congress of Agasino.
Sí, pero minologies, bueno, nos tengo just copy paste, like
No,
what we did na Aruba ta un legal transplant. Nos sacou the Dutch system, então nós apliquei para Aruba. But it works completely different. Por exemplo, a situação de rastreitas. Na Holanda, tem 150 assentos para parte. Que nada 21. Que na Holanda, cada assento está like 0.67%. Que não é like 4.7%. Na Holanda, se partido ganha 3% de voto, não, it may get about 3% de assento. Na Aruba, is like, partido que ganha 42%, maioria absoluta. Boom. 50 e pico por cento. Like, most people didn't vote. A tem uma maioria fictícia.
We'll break it down, Danki.
Maioria fictícia, a mim te chama maioria fictícia, ora, o partido não governando tem menos voto que não tem mais que metade de voto. Não vamos para assim. Mas botem um majority of the seats. Botem just assento. Não sei que tem partido com just 2 assentos, pero não tem maioria de voto, não.
It's spread out with other groups.
Você lo queremos, se me bisa você que tem eleição na Aruba, com 3 de cada 10 votos, 30% of all the votes, está misplaced.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
What I mean by that is, like I said, se partido ganha 10% de voto, bloquear para ter 10% de assento, and that's our system. Proportional representation. Pero, por exemplo, partido ganha 8% de voto, não, pero ganha 10% de assento. There's still a discrepancy of 2%. Of botar partido não tem a chega 99% de assento, pero la ganha 0. Like, if you add up those discrepancies, Aruba tem eleição com 30% da gewoon misplaced.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Which election was this?
Esta é 2005.
Okay.
Esta é 2005. Então, by the way, me atraja lei com fórmula nova para partir das rastreitas. Esta objectively produce better results. Usually, lei não está happy about opinions. Você porta a mim te quer esta sina, Shark te quer não, me hace sina.
E hoje viajar anda bisa say para sobre esta comunidade. Like não, me prefere assim, você me saco se vai assim aqui, me tá segurar mais rápido chance para dentro do governo ou parlamento.
Things like that.
That's a broken system.
Pero literalmente me concepiar uma lei que está introduzindo outro sistema para partir das rastreitas. Fração de Misha Raymond a entregar a lei como lei de iniciativa. Ela vai raad van advies. Nós temos nada rapport clape, é parte do processo legislativo, pero nós está guardando riba governo desde junho, se me nota errado, já aqui. Passou raad van advies a pedir a zienswijze de governo e que é gasto não lotar. Você é paciência eleitoral raad, para ver que é cost lotar. Dus voor de juni eigenlijk nós está guardando riba sei, so it's not going to be something for se governo lá cai portalo a trater.
Yeah.
Promé, pero...
A porta você não bem com né, anda para... A porta você certa partida não há bem que ideia, não, vamos guardar tique mais.
That's
crazy. But
craziness.
it's a known problem. I'm convinced that eventually A.T.A by cambio. We would need at least 11 votes for it, pero it's algo asina objective. Você tem few laws que asina objectively, por visa é saki, que aqui é voto de cidadão que pode respeitar mais. Porque por comparar tour election com a passa, então com o sistema não, então pode falar, ok, this new formula está quadra melhor com o resultado de como o povo a votar.
Vai que post online as a new formula aqui, as para público like, yeah, we want like a lot of people decide like, we want this to be the new way of voting? Was that?
No, nos queda guardar riba. Ora nos haya e contesta di governo, ante ora entregar no parlamento a tropa junto com o conselho com o para o parlamento para começar a tratar. Ante ora aí nos quer hasta pone a fórmula online para tu rende pode experimentar com ele.
No, say
like,
so.
Yeah,
make it
enter any
public.
results you want. And so this is what the old system would have given you. This is what the new system will give you.
So I'm not gonna tell you. Don't take my word for it. Look,
Try it out.
correct.
Try it.
Try it out. Test it out.
Wat hij zei, algo diferente breng ik tres dilanti. E manera di vota, as in wat hij gente que tem governo parlamento a base de quando voto bohaya no posição de lista. You know what I mean?
Sí, pero ¿qué pregunta da?
Dus basicamente hablo de voor bijvoorbeeld, hey, gente tem governo a base de quando votes haya. You could be number 11 on the list, but you got 3,000 votes. How the hell do I not have a seat? I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Sí,
ik heb een voorbeeld die otro partido no que pasa en pasado.
Sí, no, esta, I can live with, es un más voto, tahaya voran, pero maybe contrary to popular opinion, mi nota wa que assina zwart wet. Wa se mi ta agree fully ku boyega un certain level, botingo haya voran. No questions, mané, nós não podemos situação que tem 2,000 votos, anto tem 50, anto like, there's no justifying that part. Pero si mi ta believe ku partido tá supposed to apresentar uma lista, like that's your team, like that top. Mané, that's the mixture of expertise, bosa?
I agree.
Bosa usually bonde pone dos police den top 5, bonde pone dos doctor den top 5.
Correcto.
Bonde pone dos psicólogos den top 5.
Mix it up a little
Bosa
bit.
like this, I do believe de un partido could show you like this is my team. This is my team. Esa kita hende nanku si e partido que gana.
You should feel comfortable because hindi que be representado also.
Pero I do feel, hey, si somebody could pone na número de 5, approve su mes until I get 1,500 votes of something, yeah, I do feel que persona A
has to be in discussion.
doorbreak
Puebla papia.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have like, hey, let's have an internal discussion. Hey, listen, Carlos, I know you didn't get, but Juancito Kinanang, I think we're gonna put him number 4. Like,
Pero yeah, también,
but also, sorry,
The other side of,
it's like also like, sorry if I just cut those off. Otro banda también da ku, sila hay en voto. He could be popular, was that? But he doesn't have the skills to pass legislation or pass.
¿Cuál pasa? It's a popular vote.
So it's kind of like, I know what you mean. It would go into those banda.
But that's a good point. Being a good politician não está recibo bom governante ou bom parlamentário.
Yeah.
Você tem uma diferença de kiko bom político. Bom político tem gente com carisma, que sabe como run a good campaign, que sabe como papia bom. That's a good politician. Esse não que man que ora eta sinta ding bestuurskantoor, eta the best at analyzing advies na bota papi com stakeholders na bota analisa lei, bota hasipo huiswerk, anto bota make a decision. Timbia, it's the same with debates. I love debates. I want to be on debates. Pero hope you to get lost then. The quick answer. I'll get back quick. But by seeing the bestuurskantoor, you will never have to make a decision that quickly. But ingo sa pa hasipo huiswerk, verdiep mensen de materie, escucha die hende, be open to hear different things, and at some point, but ingo take a decision. Je moet besluitvaardig zijn. Pero, inderdaad, a discrepancy entre Quito bom político e bom parlamentário, ou bom governante, coisas completamente diferentes. E o que está passando, o que político não está se optando, não também play politics em posição de parlamentário ou de governante. And that's where things go wrong. En não botar hanko, não está serving a partijbelang ou ng eigen belang. Botar para o parlamento, botar criticar coisas, botar parlamentário criticação na crítica 3 anos e meio, na criticação.
Pero não vem com uma solução, não vem com uma ideia.
Não, pero a crítica tá work. Like that video, bosa papia bom, também get you views, gente também quer, hey,
he knows what he's talking about. She knows what she's talking about.
Bom, pero depois você pensa, ok, bota ganha like 1,000 para luna bruto, bota cobrar vacância também, do the math, bota like, ok, bota cobrar metade milhão florim, nenhum lei.
But to do nothing.
Quanto moção? amienda, ideas, constructiveness.
Dat zie ik niet op in het governo en parlemento.
Hoe hoop je dat hij zei?
As in, wat ik goed in heen aan zien, like you just described. Dat zie ik niet op in het governo, in hoop in het parlemento, in hoop.
Bom, we dat specificamente di parlamento, sì, sì, definitely.
So some of them got to go, like topa.
That's up to the people.
I understand,
that's
but
up to the people.
Personal opinion, right?
Because of your expertise, Kiko Bolobisa ta un solution, or how do we fix this from happening? We can get nos por começar transfer what is on paper to what is actually happening.
Bon, we need to change the system. I have a plan, but by change the system that way, but listen, tem várias coisas que nós temos que cambiar. E prometa transparência. So no matter que system vou inventar, e não também work se o pueblo não tem acesso à informação. Então, e promete costa transparência, and I call it active transparency. A nós estamos acostumados com ora pueblo pede algo, ora prensa pede algo, information comes. Não, nós temos que voltar a say. But temos que o governo como all the information you can give should be public.
Agreed.
Anto tenzij que por tem legit reason not to, privacidade de hende, companhia, things like that, but they say, okay, essa aí não. Pero, e nós start com ele. Na 2021, a campanha com transparência, a voting público .away. That's a project que uma puxa trabalhando na Ministério de Integridade, pero bonota hanya tur Ministério ribaje. Bota hanya o Ministério de Ursel ribaje. Anto, esse é
why is that?
Falta de cooperação. Falta de cooperação. A intenção está para lançar para full governo, pero a cooperação não está bem.
De outro partido, não?
Outro ministério, não, mas Ursel posa like let's just start with our ministry, so nós não precisamos de anybody else's approval para do that.
And you want to lead by example.
Anto later on, pouco a pouco, nós estamos mandando verzoeken para mais informação. Por exemplo, a riba, vou tour edifício, público da também, vou tour edifício que está do Ministério de Transporte e Integridade, Natureza, Assunto de Adulto Maior, quatro eigendom, dus quatro propriedade de governo, quatro worden gehuurd, se te worden gehuurd, quanto te paga, quanto per vierkante meter.
So all that information is public.
Die Ministério é.
Dus die parte de Ursula.
Sim, então nós actually ganha approval para ser para full governo.
Pero?
A lista gewoon not bem. Então o departamento que tem que produzir a lista não está about os ministérios. We're just waiting months and months.
What's your personal opinion as to why they don't want to?
Me not speculate. Me dat ding me din contacto ng toch bom team ja, din gewoon ambtenaren doing their jobs. I mean not to speculate. Pakiko,
correct.
Pakiko a lista A specificamente não bem ainda, por having some difficulties. But one thing I will say is there's a lack of priorities.
I was about to ask how long does it take para buhay yung cost ng ki?
Paso cost ng tapas, ito mes cost ku placa. Ang placa ting. Pero una bota pone prioridade. Like na Aruba hopi cost tatarda mais hopi mes. Lei não tatarda mais hopi mes, pero se governo echt land bisa this is a priority. Opeens kan het. Pero ja público data way, let me go back to that. Lo que si bota wag di full governo ta tour function. Dus bota bij wak number die ambtenaar, because that's not what it's about. Pero bota bij wak mane na tal departamento, bota wak tal senior jurist, communicatiemedewerker.
As een title.
Bota wak tour de titles die tour, bopo search full governo. Alblief?
Na inkomen of gewoon een positie zo?
Nou, bossa, nós pensa como para dar mais transparência tocante inkomen, pero MSB vai não forma responsável, sim. Lo que nós assiste ainda, pero sabe que a tropa diz o ministério, tá botando de cada departamento quanto é gasto de salário tá de cada aluno.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's specific departamento.
That's good. Yeah.
Anto, but by the way, botawak é bureau nan di minister nan também botawak tudo funciona. Kuting yena, anche no é sunan kuting DVOs, but that's another story. Pero botawak yung documento de manejo de ministério, botawak e par de ministério de Joffrey. It took some time, but eventually it'll send some things. Botawak toda contestação na parlamento é riba. Botawak yung report advice like these things should be public.
I agree.
And we're just in a pilot phase pa strukturele bom pa wako corporação miho So eigenlijk the real goal that transparency and governmental processes. Por ejemplo,
This is what I remember you were campaigning.
sí, so letterlijk, amay mak me na mané pambisa abo te pidi un permiso para algo.
Su casa. Terreno.
Bote pidi, porque abre un restaurante, porque pidi un permiso para algo. Bom mester di também consejo de polícia, também consejo de brandweer, também consejo de DVG. Você sabe, all of that is done. Luna depois, Shark também dá esse mesmo permiso assim, não? 6 months later, abo também okay.
Where's my document?
Shark tá bailando, tá blasriana, com Nicki Minaj, there's a new place, tu posta lá, anto bota mané, pero onde di botar, anto den governo, bossa, no, actually, tour departamento did their job, pero aba campanha para tal, anto minister que man, bossa, file ki, let's keep it down.
É para o ar.
Ma personally, passa a ver isso aqui também, especificamente. Não vou dizer pakiko, pero I've been through this shit specifically.
Pero eu imaginava que se você peticionam, estava gewoon online para tour hende wak, não com o número, pero com o volgnummer, para você o volgnummer.
Você dibo. Datum que poni.
Bota wak datum, bota wak cada via kiko falta.
Onde está pegar?
Se não está o dinheiro sei, eu rei tour, não abo só tour hende lo para wak, di com é coisa, di com é número 18 4 luna na minister. And simply, I would think in that case, it would just stop happening.
Because now you just have to. There's no other option.
This
just
is
has to go to the road. I love that.
En outra maneira para pegar a minister na agora não, juist nós que tra preventive. Want também quer transparency.
I agree.
Can do more than 1,000 rules and laws. Pas sobre tanto laws por worden executar behind the wall. You change that wall into glass.
I don't even have to ask you. It's fine. This is my website. Okay, me tiene respuesta. Pues si you focus, you will cover the focus. Pues ahora, me contesta via whatever website. You know what I mean? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it solves, like you said, a lot of issues and problems.
It's
actually preventive.
We did make the start. We did make the start, but in publico.away.
When did this launch?
Mita quer año pasado segumi.
Okay, so it's still fresh.
Segumi año pasado ela launch anto 12 anos. A project que tá ami e meu colega Myron Cruz. The IT guy does. He builds the website. I do the
legislation part and the law part.
No, the ideas about it. I actually meeting un law pe também. Dus pa ancra active transparency mais forte que está o de nos lei. So tinha algo de jeito em lei, cabo, pero not that strong. Dus essa é para algo estrutural. Bueno, que para algo que, por exemplo, a jammer que nota embedded in government to the point que não seja que o website que survive um change of government. Pero já sowieso de nós banda lo tem tour cooperação para o projeto aqui sigue.
Even after,
yeah. So how do you implement this a website aqui por it can stay active? How do you un law pay or something? It's like everybody you have to participate in.
After you answer this question, we're not jumping in 2 segments. It's like, oh shit.
No problem. Especificamente para lo que está público.away, a mí lo que ancra den lei é obrigação de ter certo tipo de informação easily accessible online. And I say easily accessible because sobre tem hope information que está público, but you have to jump through 20 hoops to get it. And the governo pode dizer, no, pero it's out there. Pero vai buscar. Dus pensei também website, pensei cada vez nos põe algo, nós pensa how do we make it easily accessible. Pensei vou just search functions que kona é para assim não botar aí.
You just make one system com tudo da parte de. Está uma vraag aan aanbod. Is er algo idee wat erbij? Is er een sofa? Boom, it's right there.
Vou imaginar na universidade, a gente começa a escrever scripts de coisas de governo, a pessoa não tem access to all the information.
There's no data.
Governo back. Was that like this data needs to be out, it needs to be public. Dus, pero a mí lo ancre, pero mí lo ancre é obrigação de fazer. So, and no me sterta specifically publico.away, no? Like we did this separately, we have a website apart. So, o governo tem website, Pero the type of innovation we want on it, the type of programming,
it's ahead of time compared to what it is.
Nós não lá launch ainda me te quer, você anto para get the approval anto diferente ministério, né? Pero it's a pilot project, dus e não tá vai para o mestre tá público the other way. Pero se o conceito aqui sim, like in the next government, it should be implemented.
Only person who wouldn't like this idea is people that have some things to hide.
100%.
I like this project. Oh, we're gonna jump. I think we're gonna do both segments at the same time. So I want to start with A.T.A. A.T.A. sends us 2 questions that por no solamente pero representando o partido. So how would your government help solve the labor shortage that exists in all the economic sectors? Sorry. It's not solamente hotel and stuff.
Bosa, ya nos llega na manera hópicos, nos llega na enseñanza. So any change que você has in governo, not just labor, even how our system works, innovation, manejo de desperdício, anything que você quer para happen structurally in the país, enseñanza também come into play. But it's the long-term thinking. Pero pensei, enseñanza também é uma coisa that I'm passionate about, because I think it's so important. Anto não diz enseñanza para mucha. I believe in lifelong learning. Universidad tem su Center for Lifelong Learning, which I think is a great initiative. Pero me te quiere den crear hope más posibilidad para gente of any age, maybe you dropped out, maybe you didn't make it, que vou por educar para mes. Anto ainda também vou por adaptar e tipo de curso na riba e match it com a necessidade ng laboral. Dus esse é motivo, essa é maneira to do it more structurally.
I like it, because I think A.T.A. is also doing something called online. There's like a shortage in for example, the F&B sectors, like the chefs. So like they're investing in APE, like buying material for all the students. Like, hey, here's a brand new knife set or a kitchen. Like, so look, basically that's like hand in hand, cool. What A.T.A. is doing for.
And I like that. So, explica algo, and the gobierno no need come into play.
No.
And that's good. That's good. I mean, like gobierno didn't take credit.
Listen, it's just like your website. Like it's something you guys did outside the government. I think it's a great idea. It's just what you just said too. Maybe they won't push it because they won't get the credit for it. Same thing with A.T.A. is doing, helping the children. Here's funds invested in education. Who takes the credit? Ahorita día histórico. The fuck did you do, brother? Like, you're just taking credit for other people's work.
Yeah. The government should facilitate, pero initiative na kita, hopi bom.
Let me stress ka. It's only like 11 a.m. What is your vision for the future of Aruba's economic pillar, for tourism, considering the need to avoid over-tourism?
Specifically for tourism.
So what is your vision for the future of Aruba's economic pillar, tourism, considering... So I guess the question is more like, ¿cómo voy a promover turismo sin tener tanto gente? Next thing you know, we're super overpopulated with tourists, which we already are.
But this is nothing new, no? But bisa parte de quality over quantity. Anto, me te quiere que, wag nós tão isla chiquito, nós tão relativamente hopi turista. Pero el mercado for the global tourism sector, even regional, is much, much bigger. So there are so many more people that could potentially come. Pero from those, nos tengo by target the big spenders.
The quality types of people.
Anto man, no gusto bisa ko eso no ko gas di not a quality. Correct. Respecting our environment is also quality in a sense.
Don't take it out of context, guys.
Sí, pero me te quiere decir que nos ting espacio para toch push para focus riba what type of tourist we want. Anto even at the cost of quantity. Pero nos ting stop hotel nang si, so sino ba te ko empty rooms.
Correcto.
Pero the problem I feel like ku isaita once you look for the quality, it's não por afford de bing gasto na Aruba, que daí passa com the locals who não por afford de we can't even afford to live here. How does that work?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Mas botawak da custo de vida bota alto. Botawak fully development de hende ku tabi ba fot ti undi dos cas que nang antonos meso hende nang noting.
Tem parte de 2, 3 casos like that.
E também it's what are we doing it for? Basta si nos quer turismo genera más, but for who?
Thank you.
Dus nos cinco vai focus também, pero eu era being at a much wider vision com Mr. Ting, could across multiple ministries, the wealth distribution. Like, where does the money go?
That's where your website comes in.
I mean, that's y'all's job. We trying to know. We trying to know that.
Hey,
Where's the money going?
3.5 miljoen die betaal kami in de bossen non sa, een voorbeeld. You know?
See, dus basta einang met kere ko, you can give short, quick answers, pero na final, is eigenlijk een kost ko te toka economia, te toka toerismo, aan met kere eigenlijk met de parte die vision economico, boting labor, pero boting finanzas. Like, this is a fiscal issue also, fiscal incentives, economic incentives, what we do with that, what do we tax, what don't we tax, y as always, enseñanza también. So that's how you break the poverty cycle.
I tell
Education.
all politicians kusinda kinang, I tell everybody, everything goes hand in hand. Bono po trabajar iba un problema so anto.
Sinta con justicia.
Like everybody needs to sit at one table so we can talk about everything. How are you gonna help with the adicto na? Okay, how are you gonna help Ere with staffing to police? How are you gonna help with staffing for the school? How are you gonna? Everything goes hand in hand. They all work together. So that's what
they
represents.
have to. The problem is that
nobody wants to work together.
Not just that. It's because everybody has their, in my opinion, everybody has their own agenda. No, mas me kasi pero. To make credit kung ayaw po hasili pa mi por takay credit to do this project.
You know what?
I know, sa trama na isla o pibia, na buting razong. Por ejemplo, econo ko pati bisa verdad, governments need to work as one unit, eenheid van beleid. Zij actually trabaho dia premier-minister. Na Aruba, nos trabaja para cada gobierno tiene una ley, llama landsverordening, instelling, ministeries.
What does that mean?
El lei é tabisa que responsabilidade takay bau di ki ministerio. Antoni é premier-minister tem muito de bisa den o ministério de outra, é nota sua autoridade. Pero lo que cita sua autoridade, tapawaco tem eenheid van beleid. Juist. Então, that's one of the main jobs of a prime minister den o sistema que nós temos. Pero
can they fire a person? Like, hey, you're doing a shitty job, out, put someone else in that place?
Technically por.
Okay.
De staten gehoord. Dus hij dan kosta...
Above my pay grade.
Sí, pero si puti un stempel parliament, then that's not a problem.
Okay.
Pero den caso que not the case. Pero yen costa interconnected, like even culture. Like na Aruba, nós te costuma com o ministro de cultura, what do they focus on?
Carnaval
Arte,
and those things.
Carnaval, pa tradisyon ng sigi, and that part is important. Pero
no innovation.
Domestic violence, is that part of our culture?
I feel like it is.
Child abuse, is it part of our culture?
At this point. It's happening on a regular.
Alcohol abuse, is it part of our culture?
Yes.
Dus eu como governo, eigenlijk também, like, nunca me na pensa de o ministro de cultura, pero si lo da a mim, by look beyond the arts, the cultural events.
Hey,
Anto what? Okay, bom. Ekos na kita socially part of our culture, then como governo nós por
work together.
Stimular para cambiar cierto cos. And then you need to collaborate with other ministers. So, the minister de cultura não tá over alcoholconsumptie. Anto enang boting un element di.
But it happens during your bukos nang.
Sí, die accenten, boting volksgezondheid. Pero basta timbianos rethink. We need to rethink government. We need to rethink how this has been working all along.
I agree. All right, let's jump into our second segment, the A.T.A. Today's questions, multiple choice.
Okay.
So the answer is there. You just have to make sure you get the right one. All right, so we're going to do the first one, which which is over-tourism. Over-tourism is a worldwide topic that Aruba is not immune to. From the perspective of your political party, what is Aruba's strategy to mitigating over-tourism and promoting regenerative tourism in 2025, according to the Aruba Tourism Authority? Now, is it A, increasing guest arrivals by 20%, B, attracting high-value guests who align with responsible tourism principles, C, focusing solely on luxury tourism, D, encouraging mass tourism to boost economic growth?
Let's go with B.
B? That is the right answer. B is the right answer.
All
Good
right.
job. Good job. Good job. In case you forgot which one it is, guys, it's attracting high-value guests who align with responsible tourism principles. All right. B.
Yeah, that good. Come through.
All right. Second question. According to your knowledge, is it a yes or no? According to your knowledge, is the Aruba Tourism Authority investing in protecting nature and the environment projects through partnership agreements?
Yes.
If so, which foundation are they partnering up with?
Aruba Conservation Foundation.
2 for 2. All right,
Okay,
2 for 2.
damn.
Then we're gonna say you handed a fail manera. Everybody got at least 2 questions right. Nobody's like went 3-0.
Okay.
And the last one is A.T.A is currently shifting its focus to the type of guests it attracts. What is a key benefit of this shift for the local community? Is it A, decreased job opportunities in tourism, B, improved quality of life through sustainable practices, C, higher property taxes for residents? Bro, better not be C. And D, community input is not considered in tourism planning.
Let's go with B again.
Good job, man. 3 out of 3. B is the right answer. Improved quality of life through sustainable practices. A.T.A, thanks for the questions, guys. Oh, wow. We don't have a lot of time. I think we have about 10 more minutes-ish. So we do have few more questions. I want to talk about voting. Like, manera, vota importante, people that don't vote. It's like, why is it bad if you don't vote, yada, yada. So, primeira pergunta, para quem abrir vota, like, what was your first vote ever?
Ever? Dat na Hollanda.
Ah, shit, but
Really?
I can't ask.
Pero pa quem ba vota? Do you remember?
Bosa, I'm not sure if I should tell this.
Yeah, let's skip it.
No. No.
I'm excited to hear this, honestamente.
Sí, no, bosa kibida dasi na Hollanda. Na Hollanda, bambisa nós tabiba de studentenflat, nós 3. Like gewoon diferente rooms, pero mira, we een studentenflat, ting basta rubiano, ting corazoleño, you get to know Dutch people, etc. Pero hope you not to worry com politiek. Like they don't care. Pero na Hollanda, bopor vota via machtiging. Dus een hende firma, van otro hende by deposit that person's vote.
Oh shit.
Zie, dus met dat letterlijk go down all the dorm rooms, en to bota bij vota, no? Die kon no, ban papia.
Real political.
Okay, dus pa quem bolo vota, okay, bida check is aqui, ba check is stanwijzer, wat is aqui. Come back, dus okay, I'm willen vota patal hende. Just sign this met die babo.
So from a young age already, you love politics.
But there was a maximum. I think it was 3 machtiging. So this often sitting in the election with the bike 4 votes.
Damn.
Pero die mensen hende zitten kies, pero otro dan te kies who they want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Dus as I see, pero was that exactly on who my first vote was na Hollanda, me not the car.
All good. And let's try to keep this short a little bit. So it could be a long answer, but die komt uit hoop importante that people should go out and vote.
Bom, wak essa influência kuboting den desarrollo do país. Anto, na minha opinião, it's not enough. Dia 6 de dezembro, abota bij vota. Kibotin die bisa shit de dezembro?
Nada.
Awo toevallig net shark, probably a lot.
Damn right.
Pag ikaw yung posintay na.
Pero
in general, no sistema, no te dona cidadano na hopi influência den decisão do governo. Dus we zijn te keren den not only the vote, until that one vote already we need to make it count better. Maar neem maar bisa ka conta parti zetels, your vote is not being respected properly. Kono sistema to undermine the voting already is not going as it should be, and I think we should have separate elections. Pero beyond that, I'm te keren governo que hasi hopi mas consulta. Outra coisa nós start, riba publico.we tem página de consulta. Tem leinang, nós lá se com manejo também. Se você tem uma ideia para fazer algo, it will be online. Anybody por give their feedback. Nós temos que criar mais plataforma nanku, para connect com o pueblo, anto escuta aqui com o pueblo que bisa. Also that influence of the people should be continuous. It shouldn't stop at the vote. Pero anto awoko nós não need tinha coisa in place to not even vote. Like, was a be part of it. it's almost a responsibility.
And
That's your influence in how
Not
your country
almost a responsibility.
develops.
It's fully a responsibility.
It is.
Now, I want to know is what would happen if you don't vote? Like, here's I'm vote, but you're in the hand of kill.
Qual thing? There's a lot of people who are actually campaigning on nang tabay either vota invalido on purpose or nang no tabay vota miss.
Kung sino affecta like elections?
Bom, okay, then you're not part of it.
Yeah.
Tem misconception que se não vota, bota ajuda, partido não grande, so
Correcto.
mathematically that's not the case. Pero botei, like governo também toma decisão que também é afetado. A mim se bisa gente, mas portabo não também é com político, pero político também é com todo dia.
Every day.
Todo dia, tu caminha bobai. So have a say. Bono governante não por inventar a melhor decisão na sinta de uma oficina. But you need to hear the people. You need to listen to the people. Anto ta e pueblo ta nanta sinti efecto na di manejo e kiko nang kewak. And be a part of that. But how are you not going to vote but then complain about how things are going? So
I agree.
Be involved. And actually Aruba internationally seen, hoop je net te voten zien. Basta nós tem opkomstpercentages die bijna 85%.
That's good.
Worldwide is good, but I hope it doesn't drop and I hope it just
Keeps
goes
going up.
higher. Want vooral dingen young nang, like no, you too, you're part of this. As a matter of fact, the decisions bosta vai be mais largo que nós tu.
Exactly.
Okay, man,
Correcto.
come in.
I always
Oh.
say that, sorry.
Go ahead.
One thing I just want to add as well, and this is for all politicians actually listening, taku, I feel like hopi politicians start run with the stem of like, si pero mahasi mi trabaho, like, vais to be in the butawake. You work for us, we don't work for y'all. So it's not like, no sa supposed by mata nos culpa busca information aqui. Dude, we gave you our money, turlo na cultura. You should mata bo culpa ba be informar, hey, wak pueblo, wak kiko turma ko accomplish. Hey, wak, this is actually in place right now. Hey, bosaki ko, mida wak pa rin na complain over the si pero the news nang nota reliable. But then why don't you go out to these news outlets by sinta papi kunang? Hey, you know what? Once a month, let me just go do a radio tour. Hey, what's up? This is what's actually going on. Y'all should be on a heavy media run pa informar pueblo kiko ta going on all throughout the year. Not just for campaigning election time. Because it's like, okay, yeah, we're on the same boat. Like,
Very good point. Very good point. So mitam besa escucha de imprensa cos nang ko nota quadra at all, and you have to be in government to know que nota quadra.
Correcto.
Pero nós não podemos blame, porque na Aruba tem tradição que o governo ta leave a lot of space for speculation because the information isn't there,
It's
and
very
people
vague.
people will speculate. Então, esse é também o pensamento atrás do público da way. Mas agora na papia, sim, pero tem muito antenar, sim, pero quanto tem, sim, pero no. Actually, you can go look.
Yeah.
You can go look.
Only for
No,
us, unfortunately.
Esse é esse para full governo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Tipo diferente esse para full governo. Você então, hope bia, bopo kita that room for speculation by providing the information yourself.
Yeah.
Então, we should be very more active. Bijvoorbeeld, se nós total tem Ministério de Finanças, bolo subir público that way, find all the charts, the expenditures, basta, já acaba nós work and talks like com lihe, nós pode get data on the monthly expenditures. Basta, essa é uma outra coisa do governo, não? Tem já bota pedir departamento para informação, and it's just not there. Like nunca nang no
Update up on the album.
nunca no yung hende yung minister
Same
nunca
thing.
no pedi nang how bij je lista nang kipami. Dus yore bodingo guarda pa it gets done. That's gonna take a while. Pero this process, because sometimes it hurts or you get a lot of hurdles, pero si nos logra, it's good on so many fronts. Anto tambe ting, sa akin tambe ting departamento si kuto yuda hopi bong. Basta eson di ture function nang no si contacto específico na DRH. I mean, this guy was sending an email on Sunday night.
Yeah. Was I surprised if I sent you an email at 12 a.m.? Like,
No, pero
hey, come on.
bumiti kaya ito important to mention, no? Basta timya, henta kaba ko amtenar. And often they're right. I must say so myself. Pero tambe ting grupo ko ta like
They
keeping everything
do their
afloat.
job, yeah.
They are keeping everything. There's a small group, like it's 20% doing 80% of the work.
Facts.
And that's also to be appreciated.
But that also should be public knowledge. Sorry, no tea, no shade. Because how kung pueblo by hold people accountable, si nos sa who's fucking up.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Pero na final, ta minister sita responsável para su ministerio.
Pero we should be able to hold the minister accountable.
Yes.
Hey, yo, your people are not fucking doing their jobs. Like, what's going on?
So we need to produce more.
Yeah, sorry, ask away.
Tinha gente bisa like, hey, tinha another respectable voto, zeg maar. You ever heard of that?
Definitely.
So, I mean, I've heard it a few times here and there, but I don't really know what that means. Like, kikina que say?
Bom, popular riba diferente manera, no? Uno ta in misplaced votes ta uno. Bopo vota para partido e não tinha que refletir a necessidade em resultado. Pero depois vota para tipo de parlamento, constelação, you're not gonna get that. Respeito que tá bem para checks and balances. Respeito que tá bem que bota governar, there's accountability to your vote. Every tour autoridade, mas tem accountability on the other side of it. But it's not there. No sistema, eigenlijk, se o minister tem the power to do something, and must be held accountable for that power. Então, se hopi bia, é supposed to parlamento. That system is completely undermined. Dus, lo que nós está ganhando é uma governação com very diminished accountability. Então, é coisa está influenciar government on all levels. Mas nem hopi bia gente bisa que caso, pero bota focusing tanto on the system. Pero yeah, para mim,
Pero you have to start, bro.
pero tem hopi mas issues importantes, and that's true. There will always be other pressing matters.
Yeah,
pero tour decision
Everything leans on the system.
It comes out of the system.
El bolo muestra bonita, pero incluyendo shit like you gotta change the ingredient. Bonita bolo. What the? I don't want to eat this.
Cada 4 anos of menos. Também se segue lá do wiki futebol, cada 4 anos a gente vota para uma seleção nova. Então nós espera que o jogador não é aqui também assim melhor. Well, we should be changing the rules of the game.
Yeah.
And who we're looking for, what we're looking for. Kiko exactamente o que quer, com exactamente o que executa. That now you have your perfect Avengers team. Look at that. That's what I just did there.
I know. He doesn't even like Avengers.
Like,
he calls them cartoons. I'm like, bro, what's that?
They are. But no, that's how I feel. I mean, something needs to happen ASAP. And I feel like part of it, gobierno, or not, like just the whole thing. A mí te llama gobierno everybody. So everybody, gobierno. I feel like gobierno plays a very smart game with politics in the sense of if the public is fighting each other, that means they're not going to fight us. They're not going to hold us accountable because they don't really understand it. They're arguing with each other. So we can get away with it. Like si pueblo no está junto. Yeah.
No, aqui na política também é team sport. Letterlijk, team partido it functions, maar net team de voetbal. Like, team de voetbal com achterban, com like the fans, corta like the hooligans, antonanta sostener, team den bom e den malo. As if that's a good thing.
Exactly.
But team ko sostener bo país. Anto
idiots.
And that's the vibes que nós estamos aqui na andando de atenção.
Do you feel like that's very traditional politics, like the whole like opportunity team and not really doing things for Aruba?
No, definitely. Nós estamos aqui, sowieso nós estamos aqui para um partido não grande.
Correcto.
AFP com map e não tem uma história larga. Me te quer AFP com map tem com full trajetória com a cana, com a maneira de riba política, não chega a ponto que não normalizar certa coisa que shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to explain and convince them to change it.
Correcto.
Mas like, mas eu tenho discussion com parlamentário de partido na grande. Então, like, we talked now less so, pero temos outra papia basta. Então, nós outra papia de quem lo cambia é partido grande é DJ mais ligeiro. A mim se me join, você está por me convencer me join o partido. Então, a mim está dizer at some point, me te quer me por hasta ajuda cambia bo partido mais ligeiro from a different party.
Yeah.
Paso é também tá o coisa não. Kuno me seta mane, você kuno também me seta, pero they get caught up in it. They get caught up in it, and at some point it's normalized, and to do things. That's not how it's supposed to be.
I mean, I think it's also not. Sorry, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because it's it's related to what you just said. What quiere ko partido ng grande aquí, so ya Sangre Novo, hende young, pero that doesn't really mean you're gonna change the policy of the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, the same on kibot ng partido tradicional.
Which is what I was gonna add.
But
I feel like
young, you know, but diferente. Doesn't really mean you're gonna change the way you do things as a party.
no, because now what indoctrina basicamente tal manera acaba. So if this is the philosophy of the party,
This is what
you have to come in and
Correcto.
agree to this. It's
Yeah.
not you can come in with new fresh ideas and be like, no, like I
Correcto.
think we should change this. That's never. If once you this is your philosophy, then that's
Yeah.
just what you believe
That's
in.
why I think-
Anybody who joins in, y'all have to either believe in this or you can't be
Correcto.
part of it. It's a cult.
Yes, that word cult, I can see it to some degree. Bosa, me po bisa de uma maneira chistoso, por exemplo, AVP. AVP, cabe do this move. Se AVP está uma tienda, não pone fresh face to greet you at the door now, but once you get in,
It's the same.
they're selling the same product.
Yeah.
Bosa,
That's a good
Like-
analogy, a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Hindi mo comprende,
Pero-
like, because my question was catered to that. Like, okay, course, pero te me out like.
pero
I
sei
don't
no que me cono por, no?
No, mi sa.
O sea,
pero-
para un cosa que me para hopi clata, a mi nota mi goal nota ku AFP ku map shouldn't exist. Like,
No, I agree.
Nanta by day, I would want to see them
I just want to challenge.
evolve.
I want to challenge
them
your way of doing
evolve.
things.
Sí, pero y política tradicional nota solamente para partido na grande, no? Tem partido chiquito que mas tem uma política tradicional top
Yeah.
and mad.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of them coming out of these. Que man,
Yeah.
that's all we've known for such a long time. That these major two
Correcto.
parties, que man, that's why unfortunately, no tamane kuno stop bashing them. Ito jisku boso ta example. Y'all of what's been the
one
norm
running.
for so
Yeah.
long. That's all we have to compare mas tanto for most of it. This,
Sí,
yeah.
pero ya va, mi te quero que o partido não grande não por cambia, nos tur por cambia,
Of
nos tur
course.
queda assim, para Raiz também tem que queda sempre be willing to keep learning to get better. Por exemplo, a nós tem much stronger position than 2021.
Yeah.
Passo a nós tem experiência de como negociar uma coalição. Que ministério não bolo tuma, comparamento tra how government works. Tem ainda a AVP com map that you monopoly on how government works. Partido chiquito também. They don't stand up to the big parties. They get flushed out. Então, o povo está aqui, se você solucionar o problema de 30 anos, de 3 anos, não man next, pero está net a voting in an even stronger position para seguir by e get more things done. Pero é ponto da partido na grande também por cambia, pero para o cambia, você tem que recognize que tem problema.
Yeah,
Então, o que
that's
me está parando
facts.
até ainda, tá? Que ora vou challenge their way of doing things.
Anda começa a poner um
Pro me
mapa.
cost quando anda pensa that like how dare you? But like was on a very top down system to work with
Some hierarchy.
I'm the minister president referring to me den conferência de imprensa de governo com tal consejero tá querendo que tá mais importante que like
What is wrong with people?
like
Why are we having this conversation?
no, that,
Goes back to priorities. Like,
no, but that,
if you're talking about me, see, not just mention no filter. Like, well, not even enough. Your priorities are fucked. Like, pakiko dimension, you know, anos.
no, pero você exatamente outra coisa, não? Que hora bota papia como ministro presidente?
E como botar papi?
Anto que hora bota
You're yourself. You're
no,
a
no,
own
anto que
person.
hora bota vendo como líder de partido bashing partido na chiquito, bisa ku wa kinanta asi ku poder and like this very political rhetoric pero in the function van minister president. Dat hoor niet, pero that's also something traditional. Pero punto da if the change, bodin ku recognize that you have to change. Dan tem um partido that just get a double down riba their way of doing things. Anto si bo para contra certain way of doing things, of bo just no jamei. Paso essa coisa de coalição de Jesus, se o partido grande tem 9, pero bo que hasi algo que ta require Jesus.
You need everybody.
Sí, si Raiz decidir, não, we gaan daar niet in mee, nós não vai estar cúmplice na certa coisa, mas se você quer double down, criar false narrative, attack, Bona tayo confiança com o partido at the point que nanta by evolve the way of doing things. Correct. Even though there are new young people, who some of them I know, many of them I know, but make a man on a more was on level could talk if it was 2 years ago. Was that they would even agree with you on things, anto pensa diferente, pero lo que mais at the end of the day they all fall in line. Was that die lo que é partij top de DCD? Na po pensa at the end of the day they all fall in line. Anto Raiz o dinâmica tem essa diferente. Raiz tá more a team approach. Was that boting hende na número 1, boting líder de partido, pero nota maneira pero ta manda riba yung hende.
And they say awa kipahasi, so you know your stuff really well. So pakyo de Carlos kipahasi. If that's not my strong point.
No, and even so, a mim também toca, tem que escutar de outro.
Claro.
Was that tour?
No, you hear the bonus of course, but play as you have to be a team player. I suck in one thing, Shark makes up for the other one, and I make up where Shark sucks at.
So, yes, partido ng chiquito, essa é importante para boting.
Anyways, I was going to make a joke, but
no, hobby biar natin partido ng chiquito, noting diferente tipo de expertisio, basta conocimiento, how government works. But like they're real challenges. You can have the best ideas, bopo criticar, gobyerno miho, anto bopo bin ko tal ideia, pero are you effective?
Yeah.
Was that mawak parlamentar te papidi ma entregar the most law initiative de lei, ma entregar mas opia ma entregar quanto de na passa. That's political effectiveness. But not just shooting to shooting.
Yeah.
Was that like we need to be effective until that takes knowledge, but the willingness to work with other people. No? So, si bo kilogra algo de gobyerno, no para siya so. Lubida. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how the system is designed. You need support.
Again, manera sabisa, everybody needs to come to the table. Let's all talk. So that's the only way we get to solutions.
And sometimes we do. Was that the other thing? You get a good feeling ku e por até coalition mes. Ting algo ku Raiz ku map a passo lei aqui tá o bom, motion aqui tá o bom, amenda aqui tá o great. Timbia e porta ku partido de oposição of collaborate. Pero ja nang botawak política tradicional te interfere hopi. Toch mit hanya ku partido nang mas young ta mas willing to work together.
Correct.
Basta, por ejemplo, Raiz biya Senhor Mike Ayman ta acercanos com motion. Anto, nós ta pensa, basta, this is a good idea for Aruba. Toevallig aan daw sa, ku actually Minister President tried something similar. Ito ta tinha a ver com negociação de Holanda, com nós ta anda com o fundo na, lo que nos debe nang. To take, instead of just paying them back, if you can put that money in a fund to invest in the country.
Okay, so allocated.
See, entonces okay, like that benefits the people.
Yeah.
No está sa ku Minister President apurbe say, Holanda no está open for it yet. Pero ay nanta bi motion di AVP. No está wake, no bisa bosa. We don't agree with certain things. Bosa, si bo cambia tal e tal, hinke sa que ding, Raiz po support it. Nang asya, nang cambio pa di cos, Raiz alaga saga, okay, we will co-sign this, support it. Un ministro de map literalmente ya, como se llama Raiz, bobo politicamente, traidor. Di composto eta bing di AVP. Bosa anto, e cos eta stroba, that part of what you're saying, everybody coming together, working together. Bosa, me agora a situação como uma ideia tá bem de oposição, partido lo diz copy it praticamente para votar contra isso, para fazer a mesma, so no wins for the other side. Ora Misha firma a lei de same-sex marriage de Miguel. Segundo senhora Evelyn Weaver Cruz, governo Mr. KPC.
I remember this. Na May.
Sim, você lá deve ser coisa, não, leu mais lei de Miguel. Write your own, anto nós tá shoot down is DJ. Padiba, that's the traditional political culture that we need to get past. And it's gonna take time, it's gonna hurt. There's um batallón de personal attacks, political attacks.
Just have to get through that hurdle.
Sí, pero slowly nós temos que get there. Espera que, if the tables ever turn, que outra partida não do the same thing. Paso, nós por papi de coisa que me te disagree with ku maptatie den gobernação, pero manimite bisa bosa me data volg politiek before that also, anto imita wa com AVP também tá move a wo den oposição, tampouco me nota wa ku interesse general tá wora podi na primeiro lugar e não interesse de partido. Mas den oposição também tem hopi wega na político tá toma lugar de, mané, se nós shoot this down, nós po score of, você instead of being constructive, você of timbia botanya, timbia partido te apresentou moção, anto decisão tá bom, moção tá trahadi, ante me overwegingen, dus motivo nang, like because of A, B, C, D, E,
is why
nos quer pa tal cosa pasa. Anto tal cosa pasa, timbia é algo perfect. Everybody would agree on it. Pero aqui não te põe arriba, pa motivo que o governo hace tal cosa malo, anto pa motivo que ele hace tal cosa malo, what do you get, ayore? Bota haya com partido também vota contra. Pastor, não te bisa não, pastor, se não está agreeing
on what you said at the top.
And actually, that's actually the point. Pastor, ayore, partido que entrega emoção, te bisa, kung não porta contra,
Aruba.
But like those games need to stop.
It's how you present it. Like
those games need to stop. Letterlijk de parlamento bolahanya e wega na di emoção ta word entregar, pero e purpose ta pa emoção no word pasa. Paso si emoção word aprobar, que política bo hiba?
no.
Like not everybody agrees, but no pa ataka bo contrincante, paso we all agreed.
Yeah.
But that's good for the country.
Yeah.
It's not that design it in a way that it gets shut down, but this person by prensa bisa waki ko nang shoot down.
This is why I hate urban politics, man.
But this is why I feel like transparency within the prensa is important. So this is where it should have been on breakdown ku it never got voted on. Pasobra, there was personal attacks included in this.
But people don't read. Hope you get not by
who has time,
I
Mr.
agree
Carlos? If we're working full-time jobs and we're doing all these type of things, this busy full-time jobs, you have another full-time job and you're full for me and all this good stuff. You think I really have time? This is a 9-hour shift dealing with family. But by sinta lesa, kiko tur gobyerno has not shit.
Of course not.
It's crazy.
Maybe I'm saying a back looking without the visa, no?
Podcast, no?
Bosa, segundo mim, mas na Corso, governo tem podcast.
As it should.
Governo tem podcast, pero lo que si podemos ter que dar com é para não guardo mal usar as propaganda.
No, it's just like okay, update with gobyerno, si bukatunin, si bukatunin. Eso no filter, si bukatunin, si bukatunin. But just uma conversation, okay, kito topico de awe, topico de turismo, okay, kiko de queremos to and just have a 1-hour conversation.
True.
I don't even know if that's like, I don't know.
I think it's good because, it's also business for me.
No, good.
Listen,
good.
we have to come to an end.
I know, but I just want to ask one last thing, and then we can definitely close it
I
up.
also have like 5 questions, but
I'm sorry.
No.
So you lived in Holland, do you feel like people from abroad should be able to vote na elections from Aruba? I just really want to ask that.
That was my final question too.
Yes. Then a plan committee ko botawari ba change the system that away. Undi nang tapa estudiante nang vivendo no exterior hay derecho de voto. Lo que en manera que Raiz tawak, estudiante nang nos quieran bring back.
Claro.
Na Aruba every year
Estudiante so or
I mean,
no, dus boquear is soon could they bring back por vota, so they are invested in the country. It doesn't matter si amidin un tanta shout out na mi tante Tina na Holanda.
That's my nephew.
Sim, você sabe, de outra família que tiver dizer, hey, depois Shelo tá Holanda, a mim não tá back nunca mais. Why should that person then have the right to vote se nunca não tá bem consequência disso voto?
Pas sobre itawak going on. I'm not the base itawak. What's going on? Why would I want to come back?
Pero não permita hanya assim que ponto de salida tá que podemos viver consequência de bo voto. Porque não tá correct tampouco se hende tá for, então eta vota para tal partido bem por tal medida, então a bota end up tá paga medida aí, então é mesmo tá viver consequência de voto.
I understand because if you're already established in Holland, I mean, you want to worry, but make a decision about algo, I mean, biba com ele.
But then
let me finish. the students, I think it's better because they're not fully established in Holland yet. So I think it's systema they want to stay here or they want to go back. So if in that 4 years that they're studying abroad, not being chance that, okay, their third year in, shit, na kami talay por fin, okay, back Aruba.
But then you're kind of discriminating. So what about everybody else who see a pass through that whole entire process? I did study. Mahasiturek was Danki. Now I'm stuck in Holanda because Holanda is actually respecting what whatever I studied versus I would love to go back home. But home is a mess. Home is, I'm overqualified. I'm all of these type of things.
Then cap it out to like an age or a certain level. I don't know. But
It should not just be for students. I personally feel like.
Manera ko amita wakita, bono por, paso mita pensa también den como te actually make it happen. Dus como te actually de uma forma realístico com el lei lo mostra kilo binga den. Amita pensa ko bodin ko cap na com largo botafo. Paso também bodin ko pensa di consejo eleitoral censo com não também vota. Não também vota eletronicamente, não também vota by mail, porque set up Aruba não tem embassies around the world and to recos na Dus se você vai break it down how to do it realistically, a mim te quero que nós temos que pensar den é só não que vai biba den exterior, então por exemplo, nós escreve uit mais que 6 anos, por exemplo, esse não tem direito de voto. Se botar for mais largo que 6, eu não tenho direito de voto. Porque nós temos corda também, não? Por exemplo, na Holanda, se você biba 10 anos na Holanda, você vota na eleição. Você vai a for, você quer votar. Mas Holanda tem, by now, like 18 million people.
Yeah.
E quantidade de votos que tem a for, comparado com o que tem na Holanda, mesmo está tiki. Na Aruba, se você open it up for everyone, in my opinion, that would be irresponsible. Bota shift eleitorado demasiado correndo que não te vive aqui não. Então, a mim por target mais rápido que possível é só não que quer bring back. É só não que lobbying back. E voral é hora me chega no estudante não. Porque those are people we want to come back. Não para estudar, não para bring back, não para contribuir no nosso país. Então, maybe if you let them vote too, they will stay more involved. Hope que não está binking cada ano anyway they have their contacts. Então, para mim, see, we are open to that. Pero responsibly. There's no open up the floodgates, Omar.
Agreed.
Understandable.
I will very, very short. We're going to the end. I have about 2 minutes on this memory card. So tell us why should people vote for Carlos Guiamo? Is that right?
Yes.
Why should we vote?
Bom, boting voto cada 3 para 4 anos. Make it count. Make o voto count. A mim para cambio estrutural. E plano nota diz para cambiar algo tanto em mitei, e ponto tá que aqui 10 anos nós podemos dar coffee of tea, e walk back na fruto de cambio estrutural que toma lugar, coisa que vai surpassar termino de governação. Então that's what I'm about. Read the plan riba change the system .away, and it's about more than that. It's about especially education too for me, pero let's change the system in a structural way.
Awesome. Oh, guys, cara, tu website que ele mencionou, ele põe todos os links na description. Se você é curioso, passar quanto placa Raiz te gasta, vai walk. Ministério, sorry. Vai ter link na description, todos os links na debo. Guys, thank you for watching episode. Corre, subscribe, like. E se você tem mais perguntas para the next politicians, just comment down below, a sua opinião, o que você pensa do episode. E se você agree, par de coisas, ela avisa, comment.
Drop a comment.
Like, let's have a conversation, all right, guys? So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Please.
Ew.